Welcome back. Let me mute this. I just finished watching the Chamberlain fight. And with that last minute score of forcing Watkins to a knee, giving that a 10-8 round for Chamberlain, I have this a 95-94 Chamberlain. So we'll see what the cards are. I know who won the fight.
He sees about 95-94 for your winner.
95-94 Chamberlain. Yeah, that's crazy. I had that fight the same. I can see how that score came out.
Well, both had a point to prove tonight, but it was Issac Chamberlain.
Put that on mute. That was a pretty good fight. You know, it totally. I didn't think Issac Chamberlain. I'm trying to think who was the gentleman. Where is it at? Mattis. Is it Matisse? Mattis Olsen. That, my friend, was the one who was keeping me updated on the Chamberlain fight. And it is crazy how, like, in the breakdown, I picked Watkins to do. I picked him for what he was doing. He was moving around the ring, scoring point shots. Chamberlain, I didn't think Chamberlain had enough feet work in him and fast as hands to do what he was doing this fight. I didn't think he was going to throw those hard combinations, because in the beginning of the fight, when he did let his hands go in combinations, Luke Watkins had no answer for him. Like the rounds I gave, the way I did score this fight was rounds 1, 3, 4, 8, and 10 with the knockdown was Issac. 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 were Watkins. And the rounds that Watkins won to me was questionable rounds you could go the other way with, and rounds that was just a barely got it, because he would be winning on points and Issac will almost steal it with a nice couple hits in the last 20 seconds. You know, so some of those rounds you could have gave to Issac, because he stole it with a nice flurry of combinations against the whole point building up of Luke Watkins. The fight to me was Luke, you know, sneaking in some jabs in there, sneaking in some body works, trying to move around, make Issac constantly reset his feet against Issac, who, when he did let his hands go, he would just beat the hell out of it, a 1-2 and a left hook and up and down to the body, doubling up on the left hook to Watkins' body, going high and going low with it. He was killing Watkins' body. That was good work. And then, but like I said, I had this fight 86-85 going into round 10, and it just seemed like all the previous rounds Chamberlain fought in spurts, and then in round 10, when that spurt kicked in, a lot of dangerous shots were happening for the Watkins. He was gassed, and this time he could not handle the flurry, and Chamberlain seemed to have let the flurry go a little longer. Headshots after headshots. Referee was about to stop it. Watkins took a knee and got up. He got up like at 7 by that time the bell rung. So he took a knee right at the last point of the fight. Referee was just about to be able to get ready to jump in and stop it at the last point of the fight. So that 10-8 round, that knee and that flurry gave Chamberlain the fight. Now, if Watkins would have survived and nothing would have happened, it probably would have been a draw on my card. But the fact that Watkins took that knee and gave that 10-8 round, him giving that knee and saying, I'm not going to get knocked out, lost him that fight. So either way, him thinking he was going to get knocked out or him thinking of taking a knee and saving himself, it gave him a 10-8 round, and he lost that fight. Right here on the Double RT Boxing. I'm your host, Mr.A. Follow the show on Twitter at RRTB Show. And a good fight, back and forth, 10-rounder. Chamberlain scores a 10-8 round in the final 10th round in the final seconds to give him a 95-94 victory over Luke Watkins. In a bout between flurries, versus point build up. Chamberlain won on the flurries. Thank you.